Oh yeah, Crimson is also a hidden player. Yeah, shortpotato hasn't been playing the game, unfortunately. Yeah, playing on mouse. Because we all hate tablet here. Okay, nice. Let your people warm up again. That means we get into the protects and bans. And to be honest, I don't really know what shortpotato would want to protect or ban. Mostly because I don't know what Crimson's good at. Maybe he'll just like ban a map he doesn't like. Rather than banning something that Crimson's good at. I guess for Crimson, I don't know, maybe maybe the DTs? DT1 specifically, not DT2 or DT3. Even DT4. Just, I have no idea what either of these players want to protect or ban. I do think shortpotato probably has the edge on the gimmickier maps, though. Whereas Crimson should be fine on like the hidden one. And the hard rock one. Being hidden hard rock aim consistency player. And hidden one is just hard rock one. Okay, the players are sending out their protects. Maybe Crimson will be looking into banning some of the alt maps, because there are quite a few. There's one in every mod pool. Okay, Crimson's finally back. And we're getting into bans now. Crimson could opt for no mod 2 as well. I'm not seeing any crazy stream plays on this top. I think it's probably making it. Hidden 2. I mean, yeah, shortpotato can play air raid hidden. Probably a leg up against most people in New Zealand. And it does get banned, so no ARA hidden today. And now we have to wait for short potato. Nice. 20 minutes in. We might be getting to the second ban soon. Hello lip underscore Osu. Oh, is short potato back? We're gonna see his 2 bans. Yeah, he went back to bed. No, short potato's not back. Oh, short potato's back. Beautiful. DT2. And dot. No mod 5, you have a speed, I guess. To be honest, I think short potato would probably be better on the speed, but I don't know how de-rusted he is. Crimson bans no mod 6. And no mod 6 was protected. That's a bit rough. I mean, short potato might opt for the AR6 quote-unquote reading map. I don't know, I think it's more of an aim map. And 20 minutes in, we might be getting the first map of the day. Short potato gonna opt for the map he protected first. I always think opening with low AR is good, then you don't have to like re-warm up your low AR. Yeah, any sentry now. No mod free. This is a 150 BPM low alt map. It's got a lot of starting and stopping. Some pretty annoying cut doubles, and a bunch of cut streams in general. I don't think there's any snap out in this map, to be honest. Get started. Shortpotato does find it very early. This part can be a bit annoying. It's very easy to know these kinds of patterns. Yeah, Crimson just completely misses on him. Snap alt pattern, because it turns out this map does have snap alt. Crimson finding another miss. Some of that more based while aim alt. Not looking very comfortable on it, considering he has 80% ac. It does Shortpotato's 95. Yeah, I think we already know how this pick's gonna go, just based on the way these players are playing. It's just for harder parts of this map, Crimson can't really hit. Finding like note locks, or maybe some slight misreads, so he doesn't fully aim a pattern. You know, Shortpotato's got 600 combo and climbing. Kinda shredding the map right now. Practically having held for half the map if you ignore his early miss. And then he does finally find the break on some more spaced alt low aim. Crimson does have the combo lead, but I'm pretty sure he'd have to hit the rest of the map and Shortpotato would have to miss a bit more. Which, I mean, it's in the realm of possibility, looking at it right now. Crimson now building up 400 combo. The score lead's gonna slowly close, but he sees the scores. Will he resist the nerves? Another star pattern? Oh. Sections like these are really irritating when you're nervous. It's really easy to just accidentally over-aim, and Crimson does find the miss. Even though Shortpotato trades it, I think that might be it. Yeah, both players. Only Shortpotato holding through that. Crimson, again, just starting to consistently find misses. It looks like this is Shortpotato's first point of the match. About, say, 380k, maybe even 400 from Shortpotato. Not a bad score by any means. In fact, I think it's one of the better ones we've seen on this map so far. Meanwhile, Crimson 230k. Just finding the first and last Ki really hard. Unfortunately, couldn't play that section, because if he could, this map probably would have been extremely close. But that's okay, it's Shortpotato's first pick. So now Crimson gets the pick. And he could be looking to go with his farm skill set of Hard Rock 1 or Hidden 1. That's where I imagine he goes, but, you know, Shortpotato can also play them both just fine. No mod 4. I might be biased here, but I found No Mod 4 to be the hardest map in the pool, considering I did better on the speed maps than it. But maybe I just suck. This has everything. It's like an irritatingly low AR. There's a bunch of bursts that can be somewhat spaced and somewhat gimmicky. Has some weird ult, and it's got slider aim sections that are really easy to slider break on. And there is that slider jump section in the middle that has a very strange rhythm. And immediately starting off, yeah, Crimson's not doing too good, but Short Potato's also missed. Really, this is a test of being able to just control your aim when you've got all these sudden direction changes with the bursts. First KI, I think. Yeah, Crimson's already got a pretty significant combo disadvantage. But yeah, Shortpotato finding another random miss. So it's really hard to just hold a consistent combo on. There's so many places you just find really stupid misses. Shortpotato already has double Crimson's score. About a third of the way through, we should start getting to more slidery sections. I think the kick slider jump section that I think is mapped to offbeat instead of on-beat is coming up. Neither player hits it. And the scores look somewhat close, but when you're dealing with 90k versus 150k, the gap's much larger than the number would suggest. Getting into the last third now. Crimson's mental will be fine. I thought this isn't a pick I'd go for against Short Potato, so I'm interested to know the reasoning behind it. Yeah, and this is looking like a pretty secure Short Potato point. Like, this is the kind of map that favors really high skill cap players, or people that are really good at weird, annoying maps. And we're New Zealand, so we have none of the second. Yeah, that's an immediate breakpoint for Short Potato. Oh, my bad. Aussie is the second type. Yeah, the early breakpoint for Short Potato means Crimson now has to win a Short Potato pick. Which, given there's so many alt maps Short Potato can pick into, it's probably a bit harder than he'd like. No Mod 6, the map that Short Potato protected, Crimson said he can't play ARs below 9. So we might be looking at the 10k versus 300k here. This is painfully low BPM, AR6, somewhat high CS jumps. This map's slow enough I can single tap all of the burst in it, so the speed makes it harder being this slow. But it does make it a lot more readable. Oh, Crimson protects hidden one. Yeah, that makes sense. Given hidden one plays more like hidden hard rock, and he is a hidden hard rock player. Yeah, you can see the immediate Crimson unfortunately just playing a little bit too fast. This is already looking like a little bit of an uphill battle. You know, Short Potato looking fine on this. Yep. I think we already know how this map's gonna go. This is more just how good of a score can Short Potato get? And he's already missed, so I guess that answers that question as well. You know, some people just can't play low AR, and I respect that because I used to be one of those people. That's the thing with protects. If you know a player is gonna drop 5k on a map, just protect it and get a 3 point no matter what. Well, you know, at least Crimson is kind of aiming the patterns. If this was like AR10, he'd be FCing right now. The Short Potato hit the hard jumps though. Probably the hardest part of the map is the ending. You need to be really comfortable with your area to hit these kind of jumps. Yeah, unfortunately Short Potato's not quite comfortable on his mouse to do it. But I mean, 350k is pretty solid, to be honest. Is that like the best score on this map so far? Meanwhile, yeah, some people just can't play low AR. And Crimson picks Hard Rock too. Makes sense. Some of his tops include Precision. I think it's 188 BPM. It's kind of flowy, but it's got some really irritating cut doubles after the flow. 189 BPM. I don't think there's too much aim in this one, to be honest. I think need to see if Crimson can play Precision with 20 nerfs. I have no idea if he can. But he does have an immediate... Never mind, he does not have an immediate act advantage. My bad. And he does find the first miss on one of those cut patterns. Crimson finding another miss. Maybe it's just 20 nerfs. Oh, my bad. But Short Potato does find the miss aim, giving Crimson a slight combo advantage. Another miss from Short Potato to secure that advantage. Oh, but they trade on that polyrhythm section, because we all know 1/3's a polyrhythm. We're about 2/3 of the way through, so this is still doable. Short Potato does miss that entire burst. But yeah, if we keep trading misses like this, it's going to be advantage Short Potato. Combo advantage again to Crimson. And he does make it through one of those irritating cut patterns right after. There's not much of the map left. Looking like it's over for Crimson on this pick. An incredibly close pick. Unfortunately, Crimson just found more consistent misses, even though he only missed 3 times. You know, Short Potato kind of griefed on overflowing patterns, racking up chain misses. It's another breakpoint for Short Potato. If he wins this pick of his own, then he's guaranteed at least TD. And yeah, no mod 2. Short Potato is a little bit of a no mod 2 player. Assuming he hasn't mind blocked this map, like a bunch of other no mod 2 players probably have. This map doesn't really have like incredibly hard flowing to miss on. As long as you can tap it. But I mean, it's a blend it. You've probably already played the map. If Short Potato's picking this, then he's probably feeling confident about his tapping. I don't know how good Crimson is at tapping though. But I mean, I guess based off the act already, one player does look significantly more comfortable. I guess it's time for Crimson to shred. The first miss goes to Crimson on one of those doubles. A slight misaim. You know, Short Potato is just being the human metronome that he is. .99.5 act for Short Potato. This pick is already looking a bit bad for Crimson. I mean, the way Short Potato just played the start of the map, this map does not get any harder. We get into the second KI. Yeah, Short Potato's FC'd half the map, so I'm pretty sure Crimson just can't come back anymore. You know, Crimson is fighting for his life on this map. I respect it. Okay, we finally find a bit of an act drop for Short Potato. But, you know, he's still holding strong. The last quarter, and he does find the massive chain miss, unfortunately. But this is a pretty secure point to short potato. It means Crimson is going to have to win every pick left in order to at least get TV. Bit of a rough spot for him, given short potato's very wide skill diversity. And yeah, short potato FC's the rest of the map after he found that massive note lock where he got 20 misses just about. Jesus Christ. 700k on this map is not too shabby. And Crimson insta-picks Hidden 1. No hesitation. This is a quote-unquote hidden map. AR10, do not look at the mapper. ONZO got a budget increase, and we got this really cool mapper called Tuma. Make some customs for us. Pretty low BPM, it's only 180. Nothing about the map's really special except for the aim, I guess. It's got somewhat awkward aim. I think that's kind of offset by the low BPM and high AR. It also has some flow aim, so if you can't play AR10 hidden flow aim, you're kind of out of luck. And some of them you actually have to wiggle instead of just aiming in a straight line. Okay, both players are having a 1-minute break. Don't worry, Ozzy, he would never ban you. Short potato's stamina ran out on no mod 2. Personally think it was more of an over aim. Both players back now. We're gonna see what could be the last map of the match, or the start of Crimson's major comeback. Nice, we actually get into the map. Now this map should be Crimson's comfort skill set. But I mean, short potato can also play hidden hard rock. Get into the first key eye. We've got some of his mildly awkward jumps, but Crimson does find the frost and miss on. Some more misses he picks up. The first quarter though, so if he's lucky, short potato will just find a random miss. Both players hitting the first stream. Both players hitting the second stream. They can play AR10 and hidden flying. Short potato finally finds the miss about halfway into the map, and suddenly this is looking a lot more doable for Crimson. Yeah, short potato finding even more misses, maybe just not very comfortable on mouse on these kinds of aim maps. The problem here is Crimson's going to have to hold through the hardest part of the map. But the score lead does finally flip over, and he hits that stream. But he sees the score. Can he maintain his nerves, knowing that if he loses this, he's just eliminated? Coming into the hardest part of the map. The last low aim and tapping section. But both hit it. So we get into the hardest jumps of the map. I'm pretty sure. Both players holding strong. But this lead's gonna start to build up for Crimson now. 100k advantage. This is looking like this could be his first point. We come into the ending div spike. Crimson still hitting it. Does he hit the ending? Ah, he finds a miss. He looks quite nervous. But that's his first point. Nearly 660k score on this map. This could have easily been 900k without those silly misses at the start as well. You know, Short Potato, 460k, it's an alright score. Maybe just for Tawny nerfs getting to Crimson. Yeah, noob score, GG. Of course, he does have to win the Short Potato pick. Short Potato does have Hidden Free, Hard Rock Free, and DT4. All three of his maps aren't really mechanics maps. Okay, Short Potato taking his time. Is he gonna go for DT1, 3, or 4? DT3 from Short Potato. I know before last OWC he was shredding 260 tapping. But I don't know if he can play this map. I think this is just a case of he can tap a better than Crimson can, even though they both can't tap this map. But this kind of speed map is also really easy to just cheese your combo through if you set your wooting to 0.1 ms and turn on rapid trigger. Of course, you have to be a high budget player to do that. Sorry to all the wages who don't have the wooting. Or the Chinese one. But anyways, we get into CT3. This is AR 10.2, so the AR isn't that high, I think. 260 BPM bursts. Just think like Hasapi's top play, because it is one of Hasapi's top plays. This map primarily focused around the bursts. There's not much else to miss on unless you wooting abuse and can't tap the sliders. Okay, both players find first break at the same time. It's probably going to be about who can just hold like on a single long burst for full 50s compared to the other one. We get into the first Ki, and Crimson does find a miss on some of that weird aim. But Short Potato trades it right after. Crimson does have a slight combo advantage, but it's so small it probably doesn't matter. Short Potato finds another miss. Crimson starting to build up a slight lead. But they both find the misses on that longer tapping section. But even just having held through a little bit of that is really going to help Crimson. Just finding the lucky holds through some of those Ki's really matters when both players cannot play them. Get into the second Ki. Crimson does find the miss though, he over taps, I think. But Short Potato does find in a trade, luckily. quite a good time to find the miss from Crimson on the more tapping heavy part of the map. But again, this is on the aim this time. shortpotato's gonna start clawing it back. But he does miss on the slider. And now, advantage to Crimson as we come into the end of this map. I think this might be his first breakpoint. Maybe the nerves helping him to tap just a little bit faster. Yeah, Crimson looking a little bit nervous. Just a little bit nervous. Perhaps not expecting to win this map, considering shortpotato picked it. You know, when people pick a map like this, you usually expect them to be able to play it. That means Crimson gets another pick. Might want to take a little break to calm down a little bit. But Nomad 1 and Hard Rock 1 are still open. The other AIM mechanics maps in the pool. I think the problem with both of those maps is if Crimson gets really nervous, then it's really hard to hit jumps on Nomad 1s, and especially on Hard Rock 1, getting nervous is a death sentence. But yeah, the strategic 1-minute nerve break. He also has DT1 open to him. No mod 1. That makes sense. This is a 230 BPM, AR 9.8, but also like OD 9.7 jump map. Oh no, AR 9.7, OD 9.8. This does have some triples, so if you're extra disabled, you can't play it. But really, instead of focusing on like large spacing jumps, this is more about moderately spaced but very long 230 jump sections. The BPM does make it mildly awkward at times. Also, this map, when I played it, it felt mistimed. At Mappa, please fix. Although, the song's pretty chill. Yeah, maybe Crimson will have a bottle of water. You're right, honestly. This map immediately starts off with a div spike, so we're gonna have to see if either player misses on it. And both players miss on it. But slight advantage to Crimson. If I want to use offset, I'd have to play through it. And why would I want to play through Nomad 1? Yeah, both players holding lower AC than you'd normally expect on a Nomad 1. Probably as a symptom of the OD. You start getting into one of the harder filler. As we get to what I think is get him PI soon. But both players holding strong. The nerves are already looking a bit scary for Crimson though. Dick and Despike, Crimson does find the miss. He note locks one of the jumps. And shortpotato sees he has the lead. Really looking more like the nerves got the best of Crimson rather than any skill issue. And this is a bunch of free combo for shortpotato as well. $500 combo and climbing. Shortpotato is going to have to find a miss pretty soon. And Crimson is probably going to have to hit the rest of the map. Next diff spike, I think, is here. It should be coming up. But there's only a quarter of the map left. Shortpotato does find the miss. I don't know if there's quite enough time, though. Especially when you've got the hardest part of the map. The score gap's below 100,000 now. Another miss from Shortpotato. And Crimson does hit the div spike. The score gap is closing very fast. 50k. Is there enough time? Crimson's gonna have to keep holding. And he finds the miss on the last hard part of the map. And it looks like that is just it, unfortunately. The nerves probably getting the best of Crimson on this No Mod 1, but extremely close. 540k versus 500k. If he held through the ending, he probably would have made that comeback. But instead, we'll see Shortpotato win the match and Crimson, unfortunately, be eliminated. And that means that Shortpotato will now have to face Hasapi and loses around 3. I'm sure he'll have a lot of fun on all the speed maps. And we have another match coming up at 3:30 PM, Amaze versus Murphs. Make sure to watch that. Thank you for watching.